Good morning, grade 7. Today, inshallah, we will take revision about simplest form. So we'll start with the definition of the fraction. So here a fraction is any number of the form a over b. A, b are integers and b cannot be zero. A, b are integers and b cannot be zero. This is the definition of the fraction. And today we'll do simplest form. We will remember the simplest form of the fraction because it's an important idea. Again, a fraction is any number of the form a over b. A, b are integers and b cannot be zero. B cannot be zero. Now, for example, we have 3 over 4, 7 over 9, 2 over 11. These are fractions of the form a over b. Now, for example, guys, to do simplest form for any fraction, we will use something we call it GCF, greatest common factor. So to simplify this fraction, 16 over 24, we will search about the GCF of 16 and the 24. Now, if you know the GCF directly, you can divide up and down on the GCF, then it's done. But let's remember together how we find the greatest common factor together. To find the greatest common factor, guys, we'll start with the numerator, the 16. And if you remember, we use the 3-way to find the factors of the 16. So 16, we search about two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 16, which is, we can use 4 and 4, 8 and 2, for example. I will use 8 and 2. Now, and I will search about another two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 8. We can say 2 with 4. Now, the 2 here, we cannot make it, it's a prime. It's 2 and 1. And 1, we don't need it, so we make circle, if you remember. And the 2 also, 2 and 1, we make circle. And the 4, it will be 2 and 2. And circles also. Circles also. So the 16, we have 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Okay? So I will do the same for the 24 now. 24, we have a lot of numbers. If you multiply them, you get it 24, like 6 with 4, 8 with 3, 12 with 2. It's okay. So I will start with 6 and 4. 6 multiply 4 is 24. Now the 6, we can use 2 and the 3. And the 3, it's a 3 by 1, we stop. The 4, it is 2 by 2. And the 2, it is 2 by 1, we stop. Now, after we find the 3-way, or we factorize the two numbers, the numerator and the denominator, we will put them over each other. 24 equal and 16 equal. The 16 equal 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, the number with the circles, 4 2's. So here, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and we call this prime factorization. The 24 is 2 by 3 by 2 by 2. We can say 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now, after we put the numbers over each other, we make circles about the common factors. We did that before, so try to remember it. Now the GCF is equal to, from each common factor we take one number. It will be 2 times 2 times 2. From this group we take only one number of it and multiply them from each common group. Now 2 by 2 by 2 is 8. So the GCF of the two numbers in the fraction 16 and 24 is 8. Now, after we find the GCF, to simplify this fraction, we divide on the GCF directly. So it will be 16 over 24. We divide up and down by the GCF, which is equal to 16 divided by 8, 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is the simplest form of the fraction 16 over 24. So, to find or to do simplest form, we use GCF directly. Another example. For example, if you want to simplify the fraction If you want to simplify the fraction, for example, 12 over 36. Now, sometimes you don't need the GCF. You can find numbers directly or both or common factors between 12 and 36. Let's assume, or we know that 12 and 36 can divide both on 2, can divide on 6, can divide on 4. So you choose any factor, then keep dividing until you get the simplest form. So let's choose 4. Both numbers here can divide by 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4. It will be 3 over 9. Now 3 and 9 also both can divide on 3. So divide on 3, divide on 3. It will be 1 over 3. So the simplest form of 12 over 36 is 1 over 3. So if you know the GCF, which is 6 here, you can, which is a 12, you can divide it directly. So 12 over 36, the GCF of the two numbers is 12, so you divide 12 by 12 directly, it will be 1 over 3 also. 1 over 3 also. Okay? This is how we make simplest form of the fractions, and hope you understand it very well. And tomorrow inshallah again. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Goodbye.